Now, without further ado, somebody who needs no introduction. This, for many years, was the queen of the advertising community, and now she's become the queen of big tech. Please give a big round of applause to ex-CEO Linda Yaccarino. Linda, you are so busy, so we are very grateful for your time today.
I didn't know we were kicking off the whole thing. I'm excited. Hi, everybody.
Kicking off the whole thing. Seeing all of our friends. Linda, you cannot talk about live entertainment without talking about X. Everything live happens first on X. It's captured first on X. And one of the things that made me the most excited about talking to you was I'm a huge New York Jets fan, which is devastating.
Oh my goodness, we share the same miserable life.
Matthew Hilton too. It's just really difficult. But
at scale.
when we think about X's relationship with advertisers, you have these incredible products that you're going to market with, but there's also chatter around just broadly how you're managing the relationship with advertisers. There was a Wall Street Journal story out recently that basically alleged that one of the things that you and Elon Musk were doing was sort of pressuring advertisers. The headline of that story was X's sales pitch: give us your ad business or we'll sue. It cited 6 advertisers that had felt this pressure from you. Is that story true?
Does anyone still read that publication?
I do.
Because I saw at the beach that we were giving away for free this morning, so that probably says something. Listen, it's really, having a paper like that cover X is like taking a horse and buggy to cover a rocket ship. So what I would say is let's concentrate on the facts of the story. And the facts that were painfully absent were that this started out by evidence that was revealed by the House Judiciary Committee. Forgot about that part, right? And the House Judiciary Committee and the government continued to investigate into an even broader probe about an organized boycott. I maybe that the editor, I don't know, lost that in the reporting. And what was also surprising to me, really disappointing, was that there were no named sources and there were some random third parties that commented. And what is really, interesting to me is that, is that where journalism has us today? So what I would say is that what we're here to talk about today, and probably what fuels this type of salacious clickbait article, is the historic turnaround of X. I mean historic, because many predicted that we wouldn't be in the position that we are today, right? Strong growth, quarter after quarter after quarter. 300 products shipped since original acquisition, now merged with the most fastest growing, smartest AI company on earth, with having Grok power the timeline, influencing content recommendation, content moderation, and search. So that is something exciting to talk about.
I want to talk about that for sure, but just to make sure I'm hearing you loud and clear, the article then is not true.
Listen, I'm not one of those reporters who wrote that article with unnamed sources. You should probably have them up here to talk about how that was considered a complete article. But, we're used to it.
When it comes to that type of relationship, I do think there is this weird tension between, managing the relationship with advertisers and
Sarah, I just told you that the company is experiencing the 3rd consecutive quarter of historic revenue growth, the historic turnaround of the company. So, folks like that, because if you look at the trajectory of where that particular, because you keep asking about that particular publication is going, the future is quite unnerving. They're probably worried about what's next for themselves.
Well, I was going to say, okay, Linda, we're out of time. One quick fun thing. Obviously, Elon Musk out of my city of Washington, D.C. Elon Musk, you might have heard of him. Should we expect him to be more involved day-to-day in X now that he's leaving DOGE behind?
Well, I will tell you that he never wasn't involved. He was always present.
He was definitely always posting.
Still, 2 years later, I am still astounded by that man's availability to me. Imagine that, right? So I think if you saw it, he posts a lot. He was in the XAI offices all weekend, particularly Saturday, which included his mom and other special guest stars. But the work never stops. That's why the historic turnaround of X has happened. Because when I joined the company, I wanted to do two things. I wanted to help protect free speech around the world, and I wanted to join with and improve the importance of the most important cultural signal on earth to become even more successful. And happy to report, all's good.
I really appreciate you, Linda. I think coming on stage, talking to a journalist, speaking tough questions, it's never an easy thing, but you always show up and you always deliver. So we really appreciate you. Thank you to the X team who's here with Linda. And by the way, thank you all so much for joining this conversation. I don't want you to...
Thank you. Really good job. Oh, I'm so happy. Thank you.
Yeah, so the reason, one, it wasn't easy to get out. It was long. We literally, I feel,